You know, it really is an honor having you stop by the show. I don't know how many Grammy Award winners we've had here in the show.
Well, you know, it's a nice thing on the mantelpiece that, you know, when I'm sitting there at home and I'm kind of like, music sucks. You know?
You're like, I've got a Grammy.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you go to sleep in it? Do you go to sleep with this?
It got me my visa into this country, so.
Did it really?
Yes. That's the only thing they would let me in on.
Is because you had a Grammy?
Yeah.
So you came here for the Grammy show, and then did you have to leave again? How did that work? What was the story behind it?
We was on like, you know, like musician kind of visas, and I wanted to move across here, and they said, have you done anything that's of any kind of recognition? So I said to the attorney, well, I won a Grammy, and they went, okay, you're fine. You're
Damn, I need to win a Grammy because I still don't have my visa from Canada. So, no kidding! If there's any NSA listening, I am just kidding. I've got my green card. So, Steve Smith, you're in town for Floyd's Gemini Party tonight. Also, the brand new resident at Floyd's is DJ Santana, who is a legend here in town. It's Regis's Gemini birthday bash, along with Chris Craze. Now, you're doing a DJ set tonight?
I am indeed.
Very cool. And what's this I hear that you've got a solo project that you're putting out?
Yeah, I've kind of been buried in the studio for about the last year, and my solo album, which I've wanted to do for a long, long time, is finally finished, and we're going to be releasing that in September.
Very cool. But there is still more Dirty Vegas.
There is, yeah. There's kind of songs, and I spoke to the guys last week, and they're going to send some tracks across to me because I'm now, you know, a resident of the United States. So, you know, the guys are still back in London in the studio, so we're a transatlantic kind of love affair.
Can I ask what happened with all you guys from Dirty Vegas? Because originally there were 3 members.
Yeah, basically what happened was Capitol Records happened. You know, they just kind of, I don't know. And I don't care if they're listening, because I met them guys in LA last week, and all the staff that were there that we didn't like, they've all been sacked.
Have they really?
They've all gone. Everybody's gone.
So what was the story behind it?
Just kind of their lack of interest in electronic music, you know, certainly in, you know, for the United States, and you know, it just kind of, it crushed the band and stuff, and we said, you know what, we're friends and we want to stay friends,
right.
So, which we still are, and so we just said, you know what, let's just step back.
Well, that's good.
And I wanted to do this solo album. I've taken that opportunity to do that, and Ben's kind of doing his like hip-hop production back home in England, and Paul's DJing and, you know, making tracks. But
so they're still doing their thing and you guys are still friends?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good. Now, was there ever a point that you got tired yourself of hearing Days Go By? Because when it hit, and especially when the Mitsubishi commercial came out, my God, that song was on like every half hour. Every radio station.
Well, I was still living in the UK, so we didn't hear it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It wasn't big in the UK?
Nope.
Wow!
Nope.
So how did it make it big over here? Was it one of those cases of they just heard it on like a comp and they picked it up for the Mitsubishi commercial?
No, there was a guy, he was he worked for the ad company, and he saw the video and he's like, that's, you know, that was the demographic of the people that they wanted to get, you know, for that new gleaming Mitsubishi car that they was promoting.
Hey, that's why I bought an Eclipse.
You did?
I did.
Wow. I didn't. We went on the Dave Letterman show, and this was Mitsubishi's problem, right? So our manager tried to get us 3 nice Eclipses, you know,
right.
For us guys to be driving around in. Makes sense.
Absolutely.
So we go on Dave Letterman's show, and in front of, you know, I don't know how many million people watch it, Dave Letterman goes, guys, did you turn up in Mitsubishis today? And we're like, no. He's like, well, what do you drive? I said, I drive a Jeep, Paul drives a Volkswagen, and Ben drives a BMW. If Mitsubishi would give us cars, you know, we could have been promoting it there, but, you know, they let the side down.
Well, did you get a Jeep and whatever the other 2 are?
No.
For mentioning them?
No.
No?
Hard, you know?
Oh, you guys got screwed out of that.
Still, if anybody from Jeep is out there, I'm still driving a Jeep.
Steve drives a Jeep, and it's a great vehicle.
And I've got a new album, and one of my songs would be good on one of your Jeep commercials.
And what's this? You scored a brand new movie also?
Yes, there's this just unbelievable movie called The Boys and Girls Guide, and it won loads of awards at the LA Film Festival. And the promoter, I mean the director, he's an English guy, and he said, "You got to do this film for me." So it was everything from hip hop to rock to, you know, to house music, and I scored the film. That gets its release in August, and it's quite controversial. It's had some problems with the censors. Just it's basically, it's like a kind of it's almost like a narrative of club life and party lifestyles and stuff. But the the end message is like, look, if you're going to go out and you're going to have fun and you're going to party, just be careful.
Absolutely.
But you know what? The kind of censors here are like, you can't do that. So it's going to be infamous,
So it's going to be nothing like the old movie Groove, where that was just a big sloppy party. Do you know? Have you ever seen that movie?
No, I haven't. No.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, was it Sasha? No, it was Digweed. Digweed was in that, and it was about the old warehouse raves that they used to throw.
Right.
And I mean, there's drug use everywhere in that movie, and people passing out, and I mean, it was a crazy movie. So it's nothing like that.
Kind of. There's definitely passing out, and there's definitely kind of crazy goings on.
So NC-17 probably right now. Until the NC-17 rating, until they can bring it down to a rated R.
I think so, yeah.
Cool. And then you also, which I'm just dying over this, you also did a song for the show Standoff, which is making its return to Fox.
Yes, Friday, the 8th, next Friday.
I love that show. What a great show.
They wanted the they had the Rolling Stones that they wanted to use for the opening title sequence, but you can imagine how much the Rolling Stones were. So they said to me, look, if we give you $20, will you do it? And so, I drank a bottle of Jack Daniels and smoked some cigars and, No, I had this song that's coming out, it's on my solo album, this song called Late Nights and Street Fights, and Fox loved it, and the producer of the show and that, so that's, when you watch it Friday nights, that's
going to be the theme.
Yes, it is.
For the entire season.
Yes.
That is so badass. That's awesome. Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you, Brian.
Steve Smith, Dirty Vegas, In Town, Floyd's, the Gemini Party. It's Regis's birthday Gemini Party, along with DJ Santana and Chris Craze. Johnny Peace, thank you very much for bringing him by tonight. I appreciate it. And I can't thank you enough for stopping by.
Thank you.
DirtyVegas.com, MySpace.com/DirtyVegas as well.
That's the one.